Apple Studio Display Review. Although the Apple Studio Display is a great screen for creative professionals, its steep cost may not be worth it due to the lack of certain features. However, it may cost you an extra $400 to get both a tilt and height adjustable stand, if your monitor doesn't come with both. This is one of the frustrating hidden costs associated with Apple products that can turn people off. You can option the Studio Display with nano texture glass to lessen reflections, but it's an additional cost of $300. We've used other Apple items equipped with the nano texture glass and have been impressed by its capability, particularly in a room entailing multiple ambient light sources that might generally cause irritating reflections or shine. It's not an essential upgrade, but if you loathe glares, then you might want to think about paying a bit more. For the time being, the Studio Display may be our best option for an experience close to a redesigned 27-inch iMac. It has a design similar to the new 24-inch iMac, but with a bigger screen and no Mac hardware inside. Connecting it to either a Mac Mini or Mac Studio is like having a similar device. The Studio Display's top-notch specs, such as its 27-inch 5K resolution screen with a pixel density of 218 ppi, make it an attractive choice for digital creatives and help to validate the premium cost. This superb image quality provides sharpness and distinctiveness. The display boasts 1 billion colors, 600 nits of brightness, and a P3 wide color gamut, which is particularly beneficial for video editing. Plus there is the handy True Tone feature that adjusts the image based on surrounding light, a great addition depending on your needs but may need to be switched off if absolute color accuracy is required. When it comes to using, the Studio Display delivers exceptional image quality and wide viewing angles. People can gather around the screen without needing to be in front of it and still enjoy a clear picture, making this an ideal display for those who frequently have others looking at their work. The viewing angles can be obstructed by the reflective screen, resulting in a display of distracting reflections when viewed from an angle. While you should be able to fix this with the nano texture screen, it does come at an additional cost. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to try out the Studio Display with this configuration. With its 12MP ultra-wide webcam, 122-degree field of view, Studio Level 3 mic array, and 6 powerful speakers, the Studio Display is outfitted with such superior quality components that you may not feel the need to use any external peripherals. The speakers are impressive, producing loud and crisp audio with good bass. Even without HDR, the visuals on Apple TV Plus looked great, and the speakers did an excellent job of rendering powerful sounds and crystal clear dialogue. Musical tones also sounded quite delightful, given their built-in speakers. The audio support was not as impressive. We tested some Dolby Atmos tunes but felt that the sound wasn't extremely immersive. Creating a realistic surround sound with virtual speakers is difficult, and it can never be as good as actual loudspeakers, which the Studio Display lacked. The microphones work well in recording your voice while minimizing background noise, and they can decently record musical instruments. Though professional musicians and producers should use a proper microphone, it is still convenient for quickly recording demos when needing to. The camera is also good, and in this fresh world where a great many of us count on making video interactions with partners, customers, confidants, and kinfolk, having a superior integrated camera is an absolute advantage. The pictures are sharp, and the center stage trait does well at keeping you focused when you move about. It should be said that as reviews were released, several other publications discovered the output of the camera to be fairly inadequate. We used the camera in an area with copiousness of environmental illumination, which might have led to more optimistic outcomes. The A13 Bionic chip enhances the webcam, speakers, and microphones of the Studio Display, which makes it unique in a market full of similar products. The modernized iPhones and iPads are also equipped with A13 Bionic, which adds center stage to the camera. This can smartly track your movements and zoom in and out to keep you centered in the view, even when you shift position. Low light performance is likewise augmented by the A13 Bionic, while the sound system allows for Dolby Atmos simulated sound for 3D audio effects. Additionally, there is Siri from Apple, which permits vocal control without any manual input,